Going. You're live. Hi, my name's Marge. I'm a Hilka. I'm empath, and I just like to do these little talks on how I feel about things. And there's an aphid on my Mac, and those are odd little things, aren't they? They're like little crabs, and they just like follow the same frequency. They just kind of do the same thing over and over. I know some folks like that. I have some behaviors like that myself. I'm gonna be honest and true about it. Anyway. Things are pretty good. Today is 180 from yesterday, man. See, the thing about energy is it always flows and you can't hang on to it. You know, people got to hang on that the energy is always changing and always shifting. I have a couple neighbors that have kids next door, and I was like, I like kids, and I couldn't freaking figure out why these kids are like nails. Their voices are like nails on a chalkboard to me because they're just kids, and I like kids. And what it is their voice, their little, they baby talk to them, and their voices are so high. There's a storyline where UFO when our neighbors in the stars come down and visit, they veil themselves in different voices to make our psyche more able to not freak out what's happening. They'll like disguise their voice like little girls, and one of the that's what they sound like, is those like little, I don't know. I had to go to speech class, all that. I had speech impediments, and yeah, I want that on my keyboard. I had speech impediments and stuff like that, so I had to learn to talk, and I wasn't allowed to baby talk. No, my parents spoke to me clearly, and so my mouth just wouldn't cooperate with my brain for a while. But anyway, today's a lot better. Energy's a lot better. I was listening to Adrienne Elise, and there's a lot of I don't know, it's hard to tell. I mean, the more I think about it, it's really hard to talk about the energies being tense, because for some people, they're not. For some people, they're experiencing these intense energies as like, high points in their life. And they have no idea that, what's happening in the stars and their planetary alignments. They're just elated all the time, So I'm talking about, I have Aries Sun, Scorpio Moon, Cancer rising in Western, and then Gemini rising in Vedic. So, I mean, that's how I relate to people, with where positions and alignments are with me. So when they tell me where theirs are, then I was like, yeah, man, it's been freaking brutal. I know Cancers are going through it. I freaking know, I don't really know a lot of people who really aren't going through it myself, because I'm like attracts like, So, I mean, I still see people. I'm glad to see people living the best versions of their life and living their truest, doing everything when they want every day, and they don't have to, talk to nobody or do nothing that they don't ever want to do, and they can just, that's great. I'm glad, but not of us are there yet, and my talks are for those. And yesterday I had to reach out to somebody, because I know that this stuff passes, but sometimes it's just a lot easier to freaking reach out to somebody to get yourself out of that vibration, and things are better, and things got better, and I woke up and I made an appointment for Tuck. A lot of anxiety was related, and I just made an appointment, and I'll go take him on the 6th. And I listened to Adrienne Elise, and you can't make this astrology up, folks. You just can't make this stuff up. There's a new moon in Leo on the 31st. Leo's just like love and flash and, all the good things. And that's what I think of it is. I don't know what is Leo in my chart. I don't have a lot, so I don't really track it a lot, And, hell, I thought my was Leo my whole entire life, and I just found out, I think I know so much about stuff, and I just found out a year ago he's Virgo, and that made a whole lot of sense to me. That changed everything, just like that, with that integrity. Anyway, so it was Adrienne Elise who drew to my attention, or I think I heard it from one other person, but then she affirmed it, that this new moon, it happens at 11:11. Yeah, on Eastern Standard Time. That is a freaking beautiful thing in itself. That you know, because they're DC and the whole East Coast is going to be blessed with this. You know, it ain't just about you kind of mentality is what's going to happen, and how more people want more things for more people. You know, it's really quite beautiful. This is the potential for the energy now. You know, we all know we live in a free will universe, so whichever way people decide they're going to take their vibe, you know, they could still freaking go all about the, you know, lower vibrational stuff, that egoic stuff. I'm in it to win it, blah blah. But the cool part about this new moon in Leo at 11:11 is an hour after that, an hour later, Mercury goes direct. Yeah, can't make this stuff up, folks. So, you know, all these folks that have, you know, it's not like, you know, if something came up, I would have just read the what do you call it? The fine print, if there was any kind of contract that came up, but nothing came up during my retrograde season. I did get retrograded. That's what I like to call it, when retrograded, because my laptop freaking. But I found out that's what it was. It was Firefox. Since I uninstalled that, you know, I'll use a browser every now and again, and then I'm reminded why I don't use it. And then I went to go do a live on Safari, and they don't support live. And so then I back to Chrome, and I only use Chrome for I don't like it. I don't know. It's just use what you can out of what you got, huh, birds? Crows are over visiting. Freaking dig the crows. Anyway, and then I heard another talker. I like the storytellers, Molly McCord, and she came up with the analogy last week, or maybe that was Adrienne too. They sound similar to me. I know they're not. Anyway, one of those. And she was talking about the ship coming in. A ship coming in. I love analogies because I love putting pictures in my mind, but I'm not a reader. About ships coming in, about how there's a ship out there with the truth on it. Whatever's been, you know, everybody's got a truth, you know, and it's coming. And I feel good about that, you know, because I'm all for full disclosure. I have no secrets in my life. I talk about all the terrible things and all the things that have happened to me. You know, it's all just a spectrum of experience. We're all just different shades of the same color spectrum, the same rainbow. You know, everybody could say we're a rainbow kid, you know, but what separates, what causes division, I don't know. I think, I don't know, just the plain mentality of, well, this is how people have always lived, might as well just keep living that way. But you know what, some of us dreamers are waking up more and more and more, like no more. It's about to be another technology boom, because more, you know, we're given thoughts. Dude, do you think when do people think they got Einstein came up with the theory of relativity in a freaking meditate state? You know, all these brilliant minds endorse meditation. Everybody, you know, go within to go up. You know, the universe is inside us. It is. But people got to get quiet and go inside to get there. Because if you don't go in and find your own universe, you know what happens? You freaking just use opposed other, and people, and like there's the frequency of, like, you know, all these like Independence Days and movies and stuff like that. It's because this stuff is real, but people can't, things aren't going to happen unless people are more open to it. You know, people are ready for freaking, you know, there's a question I heard today. What would you do if a UFO landed in your backyard? I'd say, my name's Marge. I'm a Hilka. I'm empath. Come in peace. Do you like yogurt? I have some inside. You're welcome. You know, that's what I would do. You know, because shoot, I've met more freaking scary people on the street in suit and ties and dockers, and, you know, in corporate America, and heck, a lot of freaking evil dudes wear $1,000 suits. So, you know, what do I care? You know, they're willing to come visit me from out there. And then the second thing I'm going to say is, can I drive the ship? Can I drive the ship, please? Because I know how they do that too, and I think that would just be really, really cool. Me and Ussie with the... Anyway. You know, it just feels good to laugh. It raises your vibration, you know, raise your vibration. I'm going to end up on the synchronicity because I'm freaking big on synchronicities, and they keep saying just pay attention to synchronicities, you know, and that tells you your life is on the right path. Your life is in the right order. You know, it's heading in the right direction and stuff, you know, because it's like alignment. It's all alignments. And I was at the laundromat today, and I walked past a lady, and she said something about Neptune. She was on the phone, and she's like, plain as day, I heard Neptune, and I've been watching Veronica Mars. It takes place in a city, fictitious city in Southern California, Neptune. As far as I know, there's not a real Neptune, California. Anyway, and then I go to leave, like 10 minutes, not even 10 minutes later, I get in the big red truck, and freaking Veronica, an old Elvis Costello song, was on the radio. And I was like... I just need to go home and watch the Veronica Mars this evening, but, you know, sometimes I have a harder time embracing the good feelings. See, because I never like feeling too good about something, just like I don't feel too bad about something, because it always switches. It always switches. So, you know, it's just kind of how I like to hold... To me, it goes with mind the dip, but that's all I got. Hope y'all have a rad evening. Peace.